Hi, it's Patrick Hutzel from intensivecareathome.com, where we provide tailor-made solutions for long-term ventilated adults and children with tracheostomy, and where we also provide tailor-made solutions at home for clients, adults and children on non-invasive ventilation such as BiPAP or CPAP, and we also provide home TPN, also known as IV or intravenous nutrition. TPN stands for Total Parenteral Nutrition, which includes central line, peak line, Hickman's line management at home as well. We also look after clients at home that are not necessarily ventilated or have a tracheostomy, but that are medically complex and still need an ICU nurse 24 hours a day in order to keep them out of ICU consistently and predictably. But bread and butter for us is mainly ventilation and tracheostomy, one or the other, or combined. Now, today I want to answer a question from a reader who says, my 21-year-old son has a disability. Unfortunately, he ended up in ICU with a severe pneumonia. The ICU wants to do a tracheostomy. I'm concerned that I will be unable to look after him at home if he ends up with a tracheostomy and a ventilator permanently. And that is from Sarah. Sarah, I believe I can shed some light on your concern here. I don't know enough about your son's situation at the moment, but I have worked in intensive care for over 20 years before I started intensive care at home. Look, the tracheostomy may be avoidable, may not be avoidable. Again, I don't have enough information, but let's just say it's not avoidable and your son needs a tracheostomy. And let's just, take the worst case scenario here, that your son cannot come off a ventilator and needs the tracheostomy in the long run. Even if he can come off the ventilator and he, quote unquote, only needs the tracheostomy, yes, you're right, you probably can't be looking after him again. But that's where we come in. With intensive care at home, anything is possible at home, and your son can be looked after at home with intensive care nurses, just like he's looked after with intensive care nurses in ICU with the tracheostomy and the ventilator. We basically bring the ICU into the home in order to facilitate quality of life, because there is no quality of life in intensive care, right? So that's it in a nutshell, really. So your concern is correct that, if your son needs a tracheostomy and or a ventilator permanently, you won't be able to look after him because it's such a highly specialized skill. And if people go home with ventilation and tracheostomy and they're not looked after by ICU nurses, people die, because medical emergencies, ventilation care, tracheostomy cannot be managed by non-intensive care nurses, can't even be managed by general registered nurses, because they don't have the specific ICU training, ICU exposure that is needed. So that is also evidence-based. So on our website at intensivecareathome.com, we have a section where it says mechanical home ventilation guidelines. Now, those mechanical home ventilation guidelines are evidence-based. What that means is, intensive care at home has been around for over 20 years now in countries such as Germany, Australia, Switzerland, Austria, France, and the only way to get long-term ventilated patients home with the tracheostomy is with intensive care nurses 24 hours a day. And those intensive care nurses need to have a minimum of 2 years ICU experience, right? Ideally, they have a postgraduate critical care qualification as well. And that's what we hire for here at Intensive Care at Home. We employ hundreds of years of intensive care nursing experience. Most of our nurses have more than 8 years ICU experience. So that's why I'm, sort of saying we employ hundreds of years of ICU nursing experience that we bring into the community. So your son will be in very safe hands. And I know from your email you are in Australia, and with your son being 21, the NDIS will fund this. So you should contact us, or if you're an NDIS support coordinator even watching this and you're wondering, what should I do with my NDIS client with a ventilator and a tracheostomy, you should 100% reach out to us, because we know about the advocacy with the NDIS. We know what evidence needs to be provided. So, we wouldn't be in business if we didn't know how to go about it. So please contact us here at intensivecareathome.com on one of the numbers on the top of our website, or simply send us an email to info@intensivecareathome.com. That's info@intensivecareathome.com. Also, have a look at our membership for families in intensive care at intensivecaresupport.org. There we have a membership for families in intensive care, and you have access to me and my team 24 hours a day, and we answer all questions intensive care and intensive care at home related. If you need a medical record review, please contact us as well. We can help you with a medical record review. We can help you with report writing, especially for the NDIS as well. And you should contact us as well. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel for regular updates for intensive care at home and for families in intensive care. Share the video with your friends and families. Click the like button, click the notification bell, and comment below what you want to see next or what questions and insights you have. Thanks for watching. This is Patrick Hutzel from Intensive Care at Home, and I'll talk to you in a few days.